Coll, it was a tough one this evening. Talk us through it.
I think the start to the game really disappointed us the most out of it. Actually saying that, the first 2 minutes we kind of came out and we were looking well, and then give a ball away cheaply, get caught, penalty. I've not seen it back. I didn't think it was a penalty at the time, but the ref's given it, so you need to deal with it. And our reaction to losing the penalty, losing the goals, disappointing. I think it got quite sort of. The game was a bit stretched. The game was a bit stretched early, and we lost control early doors of the game. And throughout the whole first half, Dundee were by far the better side, and 2-0 did not flatter them, and that's really disappointing to say because we've kind of been that team at home recently. Well, not recently, but this season in terms of how we've started the game. We started the game well, put teams under pressure, but we didn't do any of that tonight.
And what would you put that down to?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. There could be a lot of contributing factors. I think. Hope that it's not because we're playing in a cup and it's not the league, and it's maybe because you still have punters coming at the game and showing up on a Thursday night in bloody -2 degrees. Like, it's no easy. So we feel that sense of responsibility in terms of the performance we've put on tonight. It's miles away from where we want to be as a team, and miles away from what the gaffer wants from a Falkirk team. So we need to go back to the drawing board. I think Alloa on Saturday is a massive game for us now, and not just in terms of the league, but in terms of a group and how we react from a game like tonight.
And is that to do with the kind of mood in the camp and the psychology? Is that what that is?
Aye, I mean, I think it's tough when you get a 3-0 defeat at home like this. I think confidence can take a bit of a hit, but if I'm being honest, in the past when we have been beat, we've kind of reacted well. Normally we do react well, so from a character point of view in the squad, that's maybe a good thing, and hopefully that's something that we can prove again on Saturday, because the league is the be-all and end-all, and I think nobody will remember getting beat 3-0 at home to Dundee in the Cup if we end up with what our aim is at the end of the season.
The disappointment at the other end, we had by my count 3 or 4 chances, but unfortunately just couldn't take any of them today. Yeah,
that maybe will sum up the night. If you're honest, I think they, for all the dominance, maybe 3 or 4 chances as well. Not for a minute am I saying that we were anywhere near them, but there are sort of even when you don't play well, there are wee moments in the game where if they go a different way, I feel we should have had a penalty on Wan at the back stick. I don't want to come out here and come after referees because it's a difficult job, but from where I was on the pitch, it looked a penalty. I've not seen it back again.
Can I just interject at that point, because something I want to pick up on is that is almost a carbon copy of what we saw on Saturday as well. Is it getting a bit frustrating that Falkirk, in terms of league games, certainly we haven't had a single penalty from open play all season?
No, and I mean, you don't want to try and use that as an excuse, because we're not, and you earn your luck. The gaffer's just said in there that there wasn't that work rate in the first half, so maybe we didn't earn that piece of luck to get a wee penalty at the end, and that's fair enough. You have to take it on the chin. Hopefully those things do start going for us, because like I said, that shouldn't come down to luck at that point for me. That, from my angle, it looks a penalty. So, but it would have been maybe only a consolation because of the way we played tonight, and that's really disappointing, because we've not had a lot of those sort of performances this season, and we hope that's a sort of stab in the dark. That's once in a blue moon, that sort of thing. So, aye.
We put this one to bed now. You mentioned at the Alloa game to kind of look forward now to that one a week on Saturday. Just how important a game is that now?
Yeah, massive. I think we've kind of got that kind of group now that we know that every league game's massive. Whether it's Peterhead at home, Dunfermline at home, Dunfermline away, any game is 3 points and it's massive. So business end of the season now, halfway point, 18 games it'll be after Saturday. So if we can win on Saturday, going into Queen's at home, and then you've got the derby, it gives us that real sort of, because Alloa are a decent side. I thought when we played them here, we were up early doors and they gave us a good going the second half, so it'll be a tough game. Every game's tough though. Like, teams are now sort of working out what we do well and what we aren't so good at, so we need to start being better at what we're good at and better at what we're not so good at. So listen, we are in it for the fight and we are determined to put things right next Saturday.
Just finally, because it's a very good point you just made there, with all that in mind, how much are the next 4 weeks going to kind of define how good a go we can have at the playoffs and promotion hopes? Yeah,
massive. I think Alloa are a side that will be looking to finish in the playoff places at least I know Brian Rice really well and know what he's like. He's an ambitious manager, so he'll definitely be looking at finishing the playoff spots. So Queen's as well, coming down from the Championship last year, and then obviously Dunfermline away, which it is away, isn't it? Aye, it is.
Yes, it is, yeah.
That's always a massive game, do you know what I mean? Those take care of themselves, so any sort of, 9 points out of those 3 games will be brilliant, and then we'll look forward to the running.
Well, here's open call as always. That's your
Pleasure,
time.
mate. Cheers. Thank you.